When I was 30 years old, I broke my neck and had a stroke. I was an alcoholic before my accident.
I was in a car accident. The front of my head met the windshield where it met the frame of the car. Lucky to be alive.
I have a brain injury as a result of being in a coma so long. I forget things quite often, and I really had to restructure my life.
My head hit the concrete. I ended up having a light stroke behind all that. I was off. I didn't know me sometimes.
There are far more people with undiagnosed brain injuries out there than as a society we realize.
I deal with it on a daily basis. Remember where I met you? I'll meet you there again. No, I have to write that down. It doesn't mean I'm stupid. It doesn't mean I'm blowing people off. It is a true disability that I have had to learn to cope with.
I was practicing criminal defense law in Wisconsin and in Minnesota. I had a number of surgeries. I had radiation therapy, and ultimately that's what led to what I now know as the beginning of my traumatic brain injury. I was in a profession where I had lots of support staff, and I wasn't expected necessarily to write these briefs or drafts or memos, and instead other people would, and I might come along later and clean them up. So and this is part of the brain injury, you know? I'm right in the middle of a conversation and I lose track of where I am.
I've been to 15 treatments, 14 other than Vinland. You are treated as the standard.
And I was told to keep up with these assignments and write these stories, and while everybody else is doing that, I am not able.
We are people first. Alcoholics and disabled individuals second. At Vinland, I was treated like a person, not just a disabled person who was an alcoholic. I was treated as an individual.
The staff there, your counselors that you deal with, they know you right away offhand. They know your name. They don't have to, oh, wait a minute, I better, let me get your chart first, you know, stuff like that.
I was impressed by the fact that they really have a good grasp of your disabilities before you get there.
There were a number of groups where we talked about both the chemical dependency piece and the brain injury or other neurological impairment. And so it was hard stuff.
We all went down there and we had a big old bonfire down there by the lake, and we had so much fun. It felt so good to laugh and to know that you could be that happy again without the chemicals in your body.
There is lots of encouragement to work on the body, the mind, and the spirit. Ultimately, I think what I ended up benefiting from the most was the push to exercise on a real regular basis.
You're out there in nature, and that's the most beautiful part about it.
Serenity, that's it out there.
One of the things I learned at the Vinland Center is, you know, okay, you've got this brain injury, you know, cry about it for a while. Now what are you going to do despite your disability?
They helped me with what I needed to do for myself, to leave the treatment center and know that I could come out on my own and that I would survive and that there were other things out there. I'm feeling very good about myself right now.
So now I am sober, I am enjoying life now. It's a challenge. You just got to stick with it.
When I got here, all I was capable of doing, vocationally or otherwise, was just driving Vinland's van around the community and bringing people to work or to the store. That's all I was capable of. One of the counselors here said, would you like to go out and talk to somebody at Vinland? And he sat me down and he's like, well, you can keep driving the van, but have you thought about volunteering for legal aid? And to make a long story short, I've been volunteering at legal aid, providing lots of legal consultation to persons just like myself. I have a brain injury, and I am very much a chemically dependent person. And I'm sitting here 9 months sober. And to many viewers, maybe that doesn't sound like a whole lot of time, but I'm telling you, for me, it feels like forever. And I'm really grateful to the Vinland Center to have given me a chance, another whack at life, because that's what I really got. Now, where will I be in 3 months? I don't know, but I'm pretty confident that I'll still be sober. I know full well that I'll still have a disability, but I also know that I'll still be working on that sort of, all right, what can I do despite my disability thinking?